Thank you. Alright. Let's hope this works for long enough, lads. We've got 2 minutes of qualifying. Jedler's the one that's going to be the first one we watch here, considering it's functioning at the moment. Yellow flag in sector 3 might just be one of the guys holding up there to start their lap. Jedler going through the end of the first sector now, but I'm pretty sure that's slow. It felt slow anyway. Yeah, Jedler's just doing an in-lap, I assume, or just backing off. So who's the one following him? Looks like Ryan's following him. Ryan up to the end of sector 1 is quicker. Currently needs to find 6/10 though. Like Volcano, Master and Nighthawk, 2 guys we haven't seen an awful lot in this league. Both new, I'm pretty sure. Both looking to go straight to the top. Ryan's trying to find himself some time on his qualifying lap here as well. Got Tano and Hushraf separating the rest of the top 5. He's just shy of a quarter of a second quicker, but I think he may have just got blocked by the Aston Martin. He goes around the final corner now. And he goes over the line. It's a 16-1. It's enough to move him into 4th. I'm not entirely sure if he'd be... Well, I don't think he'd be too disappointed with 4th. I'm not sure I'd be happy with 4th, but... You have to take what you can get. Here we go. This is basically everyone's last shot. Few people still in the pit, so they're qualifying dead for sure. Radi going out for an outlap now. It's like everyone is now on flying laps at the very least. Down to the line comes... It's Hushraf now. Oh, Hushraf's ended. What about Volcano? Volcano and Naismith are going through. Wes and Malquit's thing's done. Rian's done. Over the line, Hushraf's finished. Oh, there goes Volcano in a wall. On the final corner, I'm not sure if he was going quicker. Whether he was or not, it's irrelevant now. Nighthawk over the line. And he goes 3/10 quicker again. 54. Pulled by 6/10 of a second. Radi doesn't like he's going quicker. So I think that leads us with just Tano and Radi left. Looks like the AlphaTauri gets out the way. And Radi's the last one to stand in the way of Nighthawk's pole here in Hungary. The way he's gearing up, Nighthawk might just wipe the floor with everyone here. Over the line comes Radi. Down to the line, and it's enough for 5th. A 16.127, ever so slightly slower than Rian in 4th. And that is the end of quali. Back. Right, I'm back and we're sorted. Everything's sorted. We should be able to do things now. Right, here we go. We've got an actual race to focus on. And we've got an actual stream for it as well. Absolutely, all over the place, the start of the stream, and I apologise for how it started, and I wasn't expecting my internet to suddenly self-destruct. Oh, it's raining! It's raining! Hungry in the rain. Let's go. 30 seconds and we go to the race now. So, let's see who's going to be able to do what in the rain. Who is going to muster up the skill required to drive this track in the rain? We're about to find out. It looked like intermediates maybe, or maybe the full wet, something of that nature. Here we go, there's no formation lap, so we're off straight away here. Who's got the best start? It looks like Nighthawk's going to continue on what he did from qualifying. Hushraf jumps to second, Radley in third. There's two cars in the wall in the back there. Nobody, Valtteri Bottas is it. And we're in full wets here. Hushraf into the lead off turn one. Oh, there goes Alpine just flying off the edge of turn two. It looks like, yep, the yellow flag, actually the yellow flag for Alfa Romeo there. And virtual safety car maybe? Yeah, it is a virtual safety car, and there goes the Aston Martin. His race is finished. There's flying front wings everywhere back there. And it's now a full-blown safety car. The hell has happened to these guys here? Well, they move at a complete snail's pace. Tano gets 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. What the hell's gone on here? We're gonna find Z who's got no front wing. So Radley got no front wing. He's one of the wings that came off. Maybe behind him as well. That was all over the place. Anyone behind him lost their wing? The Haas has got no front wing. The Alfa Romeo at the back has got no front wing. It looks like the other two in between this absolute chaos has managed to survive, or the other three. It's a full-blown safety car, so nothing's going to happen in the process unless somebody spins. I'm trying to see if anyone else has been caught up in the mayhem, which was turn 2 and 3 apparently this time. But it doesn't look like anybody else has been caught up, and so we see Hushraf into the lead now then. Rangers caused the chaos then. Looks like Volcano's not having a nice time here either. On to the intermediates. That seems very not a smart move. There's still quite literal puddles all over the track. I'm not sure intermediates are the way to go here. It looks like it's still raining incredibly heavily. Well, we've got everything happening here. It looks like Tano got 5 seconds off a crash with Volcano, possibly. Well, that's what it looked like in the chat anyway. Jordan's saying that he got no space, and that's probably why he DNF'd, but we've lost one. We've had a absolute chaos of a start here on lap 1 in the absolute torrential downpour at Hungary. The safety car's not... Maybe the safety car comes to the stop. Not entirely sure if it will. Hushraf lucky. Oh. As it goes on, if Reed was to DNF here, he could be champion tomorrow, Hushraf. So, lucky or not, he's all but definitely gonna be a champion now. And it looks like Reed's gone into the pit. The real question is, what has he gone into the pit for? It looks like a couple of people have gone to the intermediates, which I didn't think I'd see this early on, I'm not going to lie to you. But we're going to continue going on. We're still under the safety car, so we're going to go in at the end of the lap. We get to see what's we're going to be seeing what's going on here. Few people all over the place. We're going to go in at the end of the lap. Some chaos of a start. World champion without rivals. Well, no, rivals have just been all over the place. Jedler started well, and then Reed's gone in as well. Reed's trying to catch up as well, and both been realistically ever so slightly off the pace. Been able to challenge him at times, but not really able to put much of a title threat anyway. But we're going now, and it looked like Hushrav is going to be the one that leads us in, and Nighthawk is going to be, for some reason, backing everyone up. I'm not entirely sure why. Well, Hushrav's gone. I'm not sure what Nighthawk was thinking there. He's now lost an entire second and a half to Hushrav immediately. It's not the smartest choice I've ever seen. Tano gets past Rian into turn one. Or he tried to anyway. Maybe the exit through turn 2 is going to help him here down into turn 3. And he's going to have the inside line, both still on the wet tyres. And Tano's going to a bit of a squeeze there as he goes past. And there's people. Whoa, there's a flying polystyrene box over there. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. But it looks like Ryan, yeah, it's Ryan that caused it. It looks like Jedler's not able to go on through. Volcano Master was, but Jedler's going to go on through into the chicane now. Up into, never mind, they're going to go too wide, and that's just a straight up corner cut. Jedler just straight up corner cut that and somehow kept himself in front. Radley is now at the back. People are dropping off of the back very quickly. The intermediate tyre doesn't seem to be working as well as they probably hoped for. Jedler's closing in, but a couple of guys behind him as well tried to do the exact same thing. Especially the Mercedes. Nightwing at the moment sitting in 7th. He's looking for the inside here on Jedler. Maybe, maybe not. It looked like Tano and Nighthawk. Oh, Nighthawk's had a miserable final corner. And now he's dropped a couple positions and now in the line of sight of Ryan. It looked like at the back as well, somebody else had a bit of a nightmare. And with that, they've not been able to, not been able to catch up to the rest of the pack. Maybe it was Razi or someone in the back there. Reed also had what looked like a nightmare, down to 14th. In the middle of a couple of people, Pera and Malqui going at it. And, oh, Alpine almost lost it, but the Haas has definitely lost it! Naismith's out! The Haas has fucking on lift off! It looks like Razi's done it as well! Same place, Razi's out! I don't understand why Razi isn't out by the gauge standards. His car is literally falling with a wheel underneath it. If Razi is able to get himself out of that, I'd be very surprised. He hasn't, he's out. So, there goes Naismith, there goes Razi, and we're down 3. Safety car again, as we're on lap 5 of 35. At the moment, Nighthawk had a good qualifying, but the rain has well and truly killed his chances. And we're going to get to see people come into the pits here now. How many, I assume that's how many finishes, how many DNFs. I think we do well to end with 10. I personally think we will do very, very well to end with 10. Unless this track dries up, we're not ending with anything higher than 10. We've already seen an extortionate amount of spins. We saw the chaos on lap 1, we saw the chaos on the prior lap as well. The people who pitted originally onto those intermediates are enjoying themselves at the moment. And it looks like there's going to be plow that leads us in when the safety car does eventually come in. Possibly the end of this lap. Also, the rain had lightened up, so it's probably sensible as to why people have gone onto the intermediates now. Not entirely sure how long light rain is going to be here for. It could be for the rest of the race, but it also could be that we're going dry at some point. Not entirely sure at the moment. But as it is, there's a much shaken up grid at the moment. We see Plough in first, Reed in second. Reed needs this to continue to prolong the championship, or delay the inevitable, more likely. But he realistically needs to win now for the rest of the season just to hold off Hushrav, or maybe catch up even. A couple of people had a bit of a thing there. Maybe Rayan, Rayan's gone into the pit. Not entirely sure why. Maybe a front wing damage. Still, like, he had the front wing on that car, to be completely fair. The gap currently sits at 99 going into this race. We have, including this race, 6 left. So we are heading toward the back end of this season. Horsraft DNF maybe spices things up all over again, but he's going to need a couple, that's for sure. It looks like people starting to warm up their tyres, because we're going to go in on the end of this lap, sorry, so we're going to go racing on lap 8. Wed's Monkey and a blue hat, Reed, and Plough all gaining very, very nicely with the turn, but they probably would have wanted the safety car to stay to not come out at all, because that way they would have had to take in the full time onto those intermediate tyres, and they would have been absolutely flying. But that's not what that is not what happened, and now they've got to make deal with what they've got. Let's see how long it takes Hushrav to hit the front again. If he indeed does hit the front again, it could be possible that he makes a mistake and maybe he's out the race by the end of lap 10. Who knows? But there's a lot of interesting things still to come here, I think. Here we go. He's going to see Plough leader then. When is he going to go? We don't have Nighthawk behind this time, so I don't think everyone's going to be held up. It looked like we might be going any minute now. Here we go. Plough gone, and he's got a gap. Oh, and it looks like Hushrav did almost make a mistake. He has made a mistake, but it was almost a costly one. Here comes the McLaren. Wes round the outside is not going to have it, though. Pera, there's people fighting galore back there. Volcano losing the position of Nighthawk, who's also gained Wes's position as well. Tano looked like he got past Jethler. Maybe Pera and Josh went at it as well. Tano's going to go down the inside here of the Volcano Master. And gets that move done quite nicely as well. It looks like Nighthawk almost lost his car into the end of the second sector. Jedler and Volcano going at it now. And then it's a freeway battle, actually. Jedler along the long way. May be able to make something happen on the exit into the chicane. They're going to go side by side. The McLaren and the AlphaTauri is going side by side. And the McLaren's going to lose out there to the AlphaTauri. Tano up to 5th. Yellow flag in sector 2. Multiple people back there. And it's Marquis and Roman again. Those two have had their incidences in the past as well. Not as many as Olaf and Rayan have at the start of the season, but they also have had their common incidents as well. Volcano around the inside of Wes, and then around the outside he goes. He's going to have that position, he just has more speed. But the inside line is going to hold Wes in with a shout. The rest of the group tailed off the back of the top 5. And it looks like Wes is not going to be able to hold off Volcano Master, as he's going to go into 6th position and try and chase down Tano now. They look like a couple of positions were switched here toward the back, and we're going to have another one fighting for 10th position here between Ozzy and Josh. And it looks like Ozzy is going to hold that position on the outside, and then the inside of the following corner, maybe into the end of sector 1, beginning of sector 2. No, it looks like Josh has just lost a lot of time, maybe 3 or 4 attempts on the last couple of corners. Jedler closing in on Wes, but not able to do anything just as yet, as the raid has completely stopped. It looked like for a minute it completely stopped, but it to a halt. It doesn't look like it is still raining, but not by a lot. And Jedler and Wes are going at it. These two going to go down into the final sector now, and possibly the door's going to open up for Jedler down the main straight. And it looks like Jedler's getting right up to the gearbox at McLaren. Just not able to do an awful lot yet. Plow with the fastest lap of the entire race so far, up by 1.6 seconds up on Reed. And into the straight we go. Is there going to be any sort of overtake opportunity here for Jedler? It doesn't look like it, so we're going to head higher up the grid. Maybe something happens in the fight for the top 3. We've got Hushrav in 3rd. Not clear. Oh, Reed not clear of Hushrav yet, and all the way down to Tano. Those 4 are going to go at it. And it's entirely possible that we might see moves happening in the near future. Hushrav closing in on Reed as we see these two title Jedler will never take championship because he's not taking risks. That's because he did take a risk in Saudi Arabia, and we all saw how that one turned out for him. Hushrav's it's about 0.6 of a second just shy off of Reed, as he is closing in through the corners, but not by enough to make anything happen at the moment. And Plow is gaining time on Reed. It's not what Reed wants to see, but it is what Plow wants to see. Jedler and Wes are going at it. Opens the door for Perra as well. Now they go around the final corner. Perra now in the graces of Ozzy, who might have just binned it there. Don't know if he saved the car at the very last second, but it didn't look very likely. Into turn 1, Jedler just too far on the inside, not able to make anything happen again. And Ozzy is just sliding all over the place. Jedler maybe to the inside of Wes now. He's going to have the inside here. Wes is going to have the inside of the following corner, and Wes is going to hold that position for a little bit longer. But Jedler with a nice exit. Pulls himself alongside. Going alongside here is never good news, but Jedler's going to get it done anyway. And Perra is going to throw himself in the conversation as well. The long way round goes Wes here to try and hold his position on Perra. Never mind to try and get round Jedler. And it looks like a cut corner there for Wes, as Perra is definitely going to go on, well, maybe not go on through, maybe here though. As Wes goes a bit deep into the corner, Perra fighting with Ozzy as well, and Perra's going to go around the long way. It looks like Ozzy's going to do the same. Maybe Josh looks for the same outcome on Wes as well. We get a good camera angle of them coming into the final sector. They're going to go too wide through the final sector. Maybe not, because Josh has got himself in front before the second and last. And he's definitely got the move done now. Oh, there were good moves from a number of people through the middle sector there. Maybe Josh is going to make a move here on Ozzy. Ozzy moves to the inside to try and break the toe. He's going to hold the position though at the same time. This is currently the closest battle we've got on the grid. We're on lap 12. We still only have the 3 DNS we had at the start of the race. And it looked like Josh had just lost out to Ozzy here. Ozzy's gained a little bit of time and has been able to clear the McLaren. Well, Ozzy and Perra! Ozzy and Perra! And he's also collected Josh in the meantime! It doesn't look like any of them have actually got significant damage. But that's a clip there. I'm not sure if Ozzy was paying attention to where Perra was or what actually happened there. Maybe Perra was already losing the car. Well, there's a spin for 3 people there. And they are very lucky that nobody's out the race. Oh, somebody is now. Ozzy's lost his front wing. He somehow managed to keep that car going. I have no idea how. That was a pretty brutal smash into the wall. He's lucky, very lucky to keep that car going. I was well and truly under the impression that was going to be number 4 there. We've still got a battle here between Roman. Actually, we're going to have a look down the straight here between Roman and Ryan here, sorry. If I try to find my words. It looks like that Roman's going to hold him off, or get past, sorry. Ryan had the position originally. Roman now has 11th. Ozzy's got to pit, obviously, because he just shunted himself in the wall. I don't see an awful lot of rain left coming down. We might be going dry soon. It might go dry before the end of the race anyway. The car's kicking up the water and maybe a dry line start to form soon enough. We've got Hushraff. Hushraff is closing in on Reed. Reed at all costs needs to keep Hushraff behind here, because as soon as Hushraff goes on through, it's possible that Hushraff might go on to win this race. Plough currently at the front of this race. And Abe is losing ground rapidly here, actually. It's 1.3 seconds, 1.2 seconds. And we might be losing, we might be seeing a battle for the lead start to happen soon enough. It looks like Hushraff lost a couple of tenths, maybe slid out of turn 1. He's almost lost the position there as Nighthawk looked for it, but he isn't going to be able to do an awful lot. Ryan's gone into pit now as well, maybe taking a gamble. He got to the medium tyres, sure as hell wouldn't have done that. Would have been onto the hard tyres, go to the end. Wow, mistake. I'm not sure if it was a mistake, but he's also definitely losing ground as we go along. He's certainly losing ground. It's 1.1 seconds now, and it looked like Reed is going to hunt him down. It's within, or just outside of a second, now within a second. Ryan's got onto the medium, I think that might be a mistake. It's going to turn dry eventually, but not this soon. And if it's going dry now, wouldn't have gone onto the medium tire, I know that much. So a long time, Hards could have got to the end. I know that because I did 21 laps myself on hards in a race at Hungary early in the week. We've still got battles going on here. It's now 7.5 tenths of a second. Jedler sets the fastest lap of the race. Perez got a penalty. And opportunity for overtakes might arise soon enough. They certainly will when we go dry. Bushrab closing in on Reed. But clearly not enough. This train, the only one with the ability to actually turn into overtake soon enough. Maybe mistakes might happen at the front here. We might get a shaken up grid. We've seen Hushrav playing with fire a little bit, and DRS has now been enabled. So I'd be going on to the hards to the end from now. DRS is enabled. That usually means it's good enough to go on to slicks. Oh, Hushrav almost into the back of Reed there. Almost a little bit of overspeed there from the AlphaTauri. We got two AlphaTauris trying to fight their way through here. Oh, Plow's come in. Perez got an extra free set of 3 seconds. So Plow's coming now. Everyone else stayed out, including Reed. So Reed takes the lead of the race. We've got a battle here between Nighthawk and Tano. Tano down the inside into turn 1. Switch back here from Nighthawk. Is it going to stick? If it sticks, it's going to be beautiful. And oh, a little bit of a collision there from Nighthawk. A little bit on the inside. That's a little bit naughty, but I'm not sure. Well, Nighthawk's going to hold the position there, but not sure how clean that was. Wes has gone on to softs, which I think is a bit interesting. People going on to the medium tyres is a gamble I would not have made. Maybe they're going medium soft from here, but why not go to the hards and just take the fact that there's not a pit stop to the end of the race? Unless it's going to rain again at the end, I would not know. I don't understand the medium tyres to the end from here. And sure as hell don't understand why softs. Here comes Tano again on Nighthawk. Down the inside. He's got it to stick this time. Maybe he gets one on Hushrav soon enough. I would assume everyone's coming into the pit this lap because it's looking very, very dry on that track. Down into the pit stop they go. I assume they're all going on to medium tyres. They're going to... Nope. The Mercedes is going on hard, which I thought would have been the smart decision to begin with. It looks like a double stack. Mediums for Hushrav. Hards for Nighthawk. Mediums for Tano. Perez out entirely. What the fuck is going on? Yellow flags. Perez just... What's happened there? Someone's gone. Oh, Reed's crashed out of the pit lane. Oh my god. I saw something happen, but Reed's crashed out the pit lane. And we're down 4. Reed's just screwed up any chance he had. Plow on the medium tyres. Plow a little bit out of sorts there through the beginning of the second sector. Maybe a little bit too much. And, well then, this race has just taken another swing on this pit stops for the never ever do again strategy. I'm not worse than Ferrari. The mediums don't go 20 laps here. Mediums go, I did 21 laps the other day here. And I don't think mediums would go to the end from here. I don't think they would. I think they go maybe 17 laps at a push. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe at the end of the day we see that the medium tyres are bad. I don't think they would be. But here we go. Plow sets the fastest lap of the race. Obviously on 2 laps held mediums, it's not entirely the hardest thing to do. But they're going to go 2 wide through turn 1. Maybe a switchback opportunity here for Plow as he goes against Hushrav here. 3-second penalty for Malquis. They're going to go alongside once again. And it looks like a little bit of a squeeze there for Husrav. I don't think Ploug's going to be too appreciative of that. But it looks like a bunch of people agree with me. Oh, someone's gone here. Oh, Plough spun out. Plough spun out on the corner. I'm not sure if that had something to do between him and Husrav. Maybe that continued. I wasn't exactly sure where they were there. But it looks like Plough just had a nightmare in the media. Well, that's not great news for him. He's gone again. Plough's gone again. Those tires. Oh, there goes the Haas. Volcano's out. Oh, now I'd be going on to mediums. Now I'd be going on to mediums. The mediums are going to go to the end now. You're right, but you weren't exactly anticipating a safety car to cause it. This isn't pre-patch. The pre-patch I would have got mediums, but on the cusp when they went from intermediates to medium/hards, but their post-patch hards definitely were the call. However, safety cars are going to help the medium tires out here, so I guess we're going to swing this entirely in the opposite direction. Volcano's gone and we're down 5. We're down 5. We had a something happened to Plough. Something's happened to Ozzy Span. Something happened with Roman at the beginning of the race. We're a good chunk of people down here, whereas like when it comes to spins. Also, Reed had a spin as well, down to 5th on the back of Jedler. And the bad news for all these guys is that Husrav is in the lead of the race. And his 99-point gap is set to be extended once again. It looks like the Haas just got too much on the outside when it comes to the beginning of, the end of Sector 3. It's a common mistake. It's one that happens quite a lot. There's a few people struggling at the moment. No, were struggling at the end of the... or might struggle at the end of the race, according to others. I would have agreed had they went... if the safety car hadn't come out, I would have agreed that the medium runners would have well and truly struggled to the end of this race. How the safety cars come out, I'm not entirely sure. Rayan to win from here would be interesting. Something would have to happen quite horrendously for that to happen, I think, though. Some people still, well, I would have said some people had to pit. I'm not so sure now. But I still think the hard runners are going to be in better shape by a country mile by the end of the race. Those medium tires are going to be sliding all over the place. But that is my opinion. We're going to go on lap probably 21, maybe lap 22. Doubt we go at the end of this lap. Got a few corners and there's somewhat a Malquis still in the end of sector 1. Maybe a late call at the end of the end, but it would take some pretty fast work from Malquis here to get us in this lap. I don't think he is going to get us in this lap. Never mind, I take it back. The safety car is just going to go in itself. And we're going to go in now. So Hushrav's going to lead it in. That's already very much a close. People just getting whacked all over the place here. Why does Nighthawk back off at the end of a safety, at the beginning of a safety car? I don't understand. Well, Turner's up to second. He doesn't really have to give that back. Not entirely sure what Nighthawk's doing. You don't do safety car restarts like that, but he's going to go down the inside, down the outside, sorry. And he's not going to get the position either. There's a few people just all over the place when it comes to safety car restarts. Oh, and it looked like a little bit of a collision there between Plough and Jedler. Plough's going to make an attempt to switch back. He's going to go for another one, but it's not going to stick. He is going to try and pull alongside through this sharp corner, though. And it's not enough to make Jedler lose the position. 3 seconds there for Ray, and they're going to have a chance of him winning, most likely. Plough's a tenth of a second. Tenth of a second back on Jedler at the moment. Jedler looking a little bit sluggish out of the second sector, more technical second sector. One of the most technical we have in the entire calendar, I think. We've still got a few people switching positions, people fighting at the back. I'm gonna have a look at this now. Actually, it looked like Ray and Malquit, Audie and Roman are fighting here. Fastest lap of the race entirely goes to Hushrab, obviously. First lap on the dries. Here we go, down the inside come Plough on Jedler. On the medium tyres, they're going to give you an advantage for a short while at the very least. And there it is, the advantage in full display. As Plough is going to be able to get up through on Jedler. And he's going to have him on the long way round here as well. Yellow flag in sector 1 is Malquit. Malquit is out. Well, he's not out, but he's caught the virtual safety car by his mistakes there at the beginning of the first sector. And well, we will be going at the end of the lap most likely, because that's how long it probably takes. Virtual safety cars, the safety cars well and truly helping out now. And we've got a few people who might be ready to go as soon as this starts ending. The real question is, when is it going to end? It's going to keep going at the moment, by the looks of it. Virtual safety car. Oh, it's going now. Never mind. There's drive-throughs for a couple of people. Think there. Josh has definitely got one. 5-second penalty for Malquit. It's only Josh that's got a drive-through, actually. I'm not entirely sure why I thought Plough also received one. But it looked like there's a large gap forming here. At the front, everyone's separated by over a second already. The front four, and DRS is not going to come into a lot of play unless Jedler's going to keep doing that. A little bit of a slide through the corner, and well, as soon as you do that, you leave yourself open. And there's only a couple of people down the grid now with DRS when that eventually gets enabled. Yellow flag at 2, and ploughed in the wall. He did the same thing that Volcano's just done on a lap or two prior. They brought out the safety car. This time Plough's done it, and well, he's gone to the back now, and I'm pretty sure he might have a little bit of damage as well. Nighthawk gets the fastest lap of the entire race. He might be able to do something here. He's on the hards. He also had the fastest time in qualifying by quite some way. So it could be possible that Nighthawk is still able to do something in this race. And there's 5 seconds tacked on to Plough's time for spinning in the pit, for speeding in the pit lane, sorry. And Plough's obviously gone into sort out his front wing. Softs for 11 laps might be an interesting one though. As Plough goes to the back of the grid. And with that mistake, we've got a very, very large gap separating the front three and everyone else. 3 seconds there for Jedler, which is going to help Reed stop Husrav extending the gap by even more. And, well, at the moment, Tano's closing in. Nighthawk hasn't quite been able to get within the second on Tano yet, but at the same time, closes in. He does set another fastest lap of the race. You can tell something's happened here, and Ozzy's going slow on the final corner for some reason. Not entirely sure what happened there, and he's, well, he's dropped a few positions. Down to 9th he goes. It looked like Rian, not been featured an awful lot in this race, is now going to have a go at Wes, whose soft tyres must be starting to fall off a little bit. Reed gets 3 seconds, so that help he was going to, oh, Wes has gone, Wes has gone! Wes has gone, he's had a little bit of a slide there. Little bit of a slide, and he's just dropped a few positions there, ran up into 6th. Reed, as I was talking about before, Reed's 3 seconds might backfire in the long run, but then again, it's probably just making the inevitable happen earlier. As Reed still got Nighthawk, trying to hunt down Tano. He is losing ground rapidly on Husrav, and DRS is now is being used here by Nighthawk, who had the door shot on him by Tano there. DRS is going to open again. It's not going to help an awful lot down into turn 3 though. And it's going to be the case that it's going to be one more lap, I think, for Nighthawk before he's going to be able to make something happen here on Tano. Never mind, he's going to go down the inside now, and he's not been shown room. Not entirely sure if that's the case. He had to be shown room there, but he's been spun round. It looked like he was alongside. I'm not entirely sure, but he's been spun round. He's gone again. He also took Jedler with him, or almost took Jedler with him, in the sweeping right-hander. Cost him some time. Yellow flag in sector 2. Nighthawk going from a fight for second all the way down to 8th, and is spun again. Is about to lose another position. And Jedler's now closing in on Reed, who apparently had gained a position in all the malarkey that was going on between Tano and Nighthawk. So, Reed up into 3rd. He's still got to get close enough to make sure that this doesn't really help Husrav. And it was looking like Husrav's biggest, well, adversary in this race was going to be Nighthawk, but that hasn't really turned out to be the case because, well, Tano did move under braking in the first sector. In turn 1, Jedler's gone! Jedler's got no front wing! And we've got yellow flags in 1, 2, 3, and a yellow car, so that's the safety car coming out. And onto softs. If you're at the back, I guess soft you're going onto, because, well, that's going to throw another spanner in the works. There was moving under braking in the first corner. I'm not entirely sure in sector 2. Well, I assume everyone's coming in. I would be very surprised if that's not the case. Reed debating it. He's gonna stay out. He's gonna stay out. There's a double stack there for the AlphaTauris. Reed gonna make the choice to stay out. And so does Rayan. No, no, Ray comes in, sorry. So who's the one going through now? Nope, never mind. So, that actually just means that it's going to be Reed versus guys on socks. If other people had stayed out, may have been a good option for Reed. He would have had some buffer. But he doesn't now. And I think that might be game. I think Reed had to take a gamble to get himself in front of Hushrav. But it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked out what how he wanted to anyway, because that's just going to be him as easy pickings here for Hushrav. Shouldn't be too long before that, when the safety car comes in, that Reed is overtaken there. And even with the safety car, even if he wasn't overtaken, the 3-second penalty is going to kill him off anyway. We're down 5 people. Couple of people very lucky they're still in the race. Quick recap. Chaos. Jordan crashed out lap 1. Roddy and Naismith had something in the final corner of sector 2 in the wet. We then went dry, Para crashed out, or we went onto the mediums, Para crashed out, went dry, Volcano crashed out. People went onto mediums when they should have went onto hards. The safety car came out multiple times and saved the guys on the mediums. Now everyone's got onto softs. And Reed's gone into the pits. Reed has screwed up royally. And that leads us where we are, where Hushrav is first. Nighthawk was the fastest on track when it went dry. Only for his race to be all but killed by Tano. I think Nighthawk was alongside, but without seeing it again, I'm not entirely sure. Moving under braking isn't legal as long as the move isn't dangerous. I don't think I'd class what happened in turn 1 as dangerous. I don't think there was moving under braking in the incident between the two. I just think Tano didn't see that he was there. I'm not entirely sure though. I just think Tano doesn't see that he's there. But we'll see later on. Maybe I'm blind. Yeah, it's illegal. They're not going to get punished for it unless it's putting someone in danger, because nobody's going to report it otherwise. There was moving under braking into turn 1, that's for sure. I would need to see it back. I saw the not leaving space. It was a squeeze. There was nothing wrong with it. You are allowed to squeeze people. You're just not allowed to shove them off the track. Plow stayed on the track. You are allowed to squeeze them. You're just not allowed to. You're just not allowed to make sure that anything happens there. Here we go. It looks like we're going. And Hushrav versus Tano. Here we go. Reed dropped all the way to 9th with his mistake, by the way. Nighthawk's gone! Nighthawk's gone again! In the final corner, he's out of the session. We're down 6. It looks like Reyes just had a little bit of a mistake for turn 1 as well. Maybe opens the door here for Ozzy to get by. We've got people going to fight each other all the way through the last 5 or 6 laps. Plow goes into the pits, which is not good news for Plow, so that's basically his race over as well. And as I said, we would do well to get 10. 10 finishes earlier on. I thought that because it was going to stay wet the entire race, but apparently even with the dry we're going to do well to avoid having 10. Here we go. We're still going here. It's AlphaTauri 1-2. Not sure how it will be when stewards get involved, but we'll see. We'll see that later on. Got fights going on up and down the grid. Maybe Reed and Josh here. Reed up into 7th, and he's on the inside as well. He's going to be able to make sure that that move sticks. Hushraf says the fastest lap of the race. Reed up to 7th, but his penalties are going to kill him off later on. Jedler, the only one left on non-softs. And not entirely sure how smart of a choice that was. We still got Tano and Hushraf fighting each other at the front. Whether or not it's just Tano holding off people so Hushraf can get to the line, we'll wait and see. But I don't think that's in Tano's nature. I think Tano wants to go and win races, so I think we might see these AlphaTauris battling soon enough. It's now within 0.3 of a second. Jedler's closing in on Roman as well. Roman's too far off the back of Aussies for it to be anything else. And Tano sets the fastest second sector of the entire race. And he might be able to do something. Jedler on the inside there of Roman, even with the tyre difference, is going to go in Jedler's favour. Jedler now has the task of catching up to the back of Aussie. We might still have some overtakes here later on. We've got DRS. Oh, Reed almost having a mistake there through the final corner. Gets away with it, still in line to try and make a move down on the inside of Roman. And gets it done before turn 1 even hits. Yellow flag, sector 1. It's Aussie. Aussie spun. And he's now in the middle of everything happening between 7th and 9th. As Aussie is closing in on the Alpine. He's also got 3 seconds there as well. And everything has changed once again at the front. Jedler 2.3 seconds off of Ryan. And I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yellow flag in sector 2 as well. Is Aussie again. I think that might be Aussie's race as good as over. Not going to retire. Probably get to the end, but he's probably as good as over. Roman gets 3 seconds worth of penalties as well. So it looks like the penalties for the guys in front are not even going to matter at this point. We go down into the final sector on lap 32. And it looks like Rain is going to fly towards Tano. We've got yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Aussie has crashed again. And at this point, he might as well retire. Same with Plow. We've got fights between Roman and Malqui here. It looks like DRS is going to help Roman into 7th. Not really going to do an awful lot more. Tano within a quarter of a second and lost a bunch of time. As Raid is closing in, but he's just not going to be able to do anything for it. They're going through the beginning of sector 2 now, lap 33. The only way I think we see that Hushraf doesn't win this race is for a mistake from Hushraf. And we're slowly going towards the title being decided here. Yellow flag in sector 2, and there's another retirement. That might be a safety car, actually. Maybe virtual safety car. Nope. Okay, we're obviously we're too close to the end of the race for that to come out. There's another one. I did say we're only going to finish with 10. Realistically, it's only finishing with 9 because Plow's a mile and a half off everyone else. DRS again. Here we go. Yellow flag in sector 1 is Plow. And I think that might be it. I think that might be it for Plow as well. Or is he going to keep his car going? It looks like he's got that car started back up. So he's going to continue going on. Everyone's coming up to lapping now, though. As they are going through turn 3 now. And it looks like the Red Bull is slowly on the back of the AlphaTauris. Not quite able to do anything yet. Maybe something happens between the two AlphaTauris. Or maybe the Red Bull's going to be able to pressure someone into a mistake here. It looks like Tano is closing in, but he's not really looking to do anything. He's just helping Hushrav get to the line at this point. The top four now within DRS range on each other. Jedler's medium tyres are somehow carrying him at the moment. And it's 0.4 of a second now. DRS, you never want to be third or fourth in a DRS trade. It's never usually good news. So Tano holds all the cards here. How is he going to use them? Is he going to do the team game here and have Hushrav get over the line? Or is he going to try himself? It looks like he's going to go for it. He's got DRS enabled. Maybe into turn one. Well, Jedler's going to try, and Jedler's right into the side of Tano. And then into the side of Rian as well. And I guess that's just shaking everything up once more. It looked like Tano survived to hit. Which means Reed, after all that, is up to third. But not able to do anything else. Major overspeed by Jedler, and he's out the session as well. That is not what you would have wanted to happen. I mean, it's going to help out Reed. We might go one more week, but it's really not helping him out whatsoever here. Josh looked like he might be on for a podium here, actually. We might get a Josh podium. We said this last week and then it all went to pot. But we might genuinely have it this week. Tano still closing in on Hushrav. He still holds all the cards. But we're on lap 35 of 35. And it's enough for Hushrav to go over the line. And drag his championship lead even further open. Tano gets second, not able to do anything. Maybe it's just a team game where he just sits in second. Josh actually on the podium for once. And it's not a commentator's curse. Reed gets fourth and loses substantial ground on the race for the title. Rian fifth. Malquis sixth. Wes seventh. Ozzy eighth. Plow ninth. And we had basically half the grid crash out. As we go to the end of the race, watching Plow tragically trudge along. Having a look at what I'm having a second look at what happened between Tano and Tano doesn't see it there. Tano just doesn't see it there. And there you go, Plow over the line, doing donuts, celebratory donuts, as he's going to go over the line in a ninth. It's still points after what was not a great race. There was a lot of crashes there, and I feel sorry for whoever is the stewards for this one, because you have a long day ahead. But it's AlphaTauri are 1 and 2 at the moment. Might see that happen. We might see that change later on, as incidents galore. Probably mars what was a good win in the end for Hushrav, as he closes in on the title. He wins in Hungary. And he goes into tomorrow knowing that it's realistically possible to end it then. Apologies again for what happened at the beginning of the stream, of everything happening with the internet. But with that, I think that's where we're going to end it today. In a bit.